Bro, you guys still having all those ice raids in LA right now?
So, oh yeah, I definitely, bro. That's bullshit, honestly, and I actually went out a couple of times, and it's just like, it's inhumane, bro. Like, and the crazy part about it all is like, when people actually stormed the Capitol, they didn't even have this much, Marines and agents out there protecting the Capitol. You know what I mean? But for this right here, they got people doing raids at graduations, at their job sites. You know what I mean? I get it, like if you trying to get rid of people that's like no good, you know what I mean? But people that got a job and shit like that, like they're not doing bullshit. You know, that they trying to make an honest living.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because I see stories of people that have been here for like 10, 15 years. It's like,
yeah, bro.
They got like kids already. It's like
my mom, bro. She's from Mexico.
Yeah.
So they get her, she's gone.
She don't got papers or what?
Nah, she don't got no papers.
Yeah, I just work on that now, bro. I don't know. I don't know how hard the process is.
It's a pretty tough process, but I don't know, bro. I don't know the exact process, but I know I've heard it's pretty hard. Like if it wasn't, everybody would have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They raided Glass House. You know Glass House? You heard of them? It's like the biggest California cultivation facility. I think of all of California, they're huge, bro. They got like acres and acres. It's an outdoor facility.
Yeah.
But they raided them 2 days ago. They arrested like 50 people. I think 10 of them were minors.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. So they're gonna get, dude. Actually, I feel I'm a little curious because I can see one or two things happening. Either one, the prices of packs are gonna go up. Good for us, because like this, they're knocked out. Or two, they're gonna start, dude. Every cultivation facility.
Get raided
it was in San Bernardino. So every facility I've worked at, dude, I've been doing this for like 7 years. They always have illegals working, bro. So I'm wondering if they're gonna start going after the other facilities,
Yeah. That's crazy.
All right, we have a bunch of illegals on my spot, bro. They're all Chinese though.
Yeah.
But it's cool because it's indoors, bro. And aside from that, we have like a giant black fence or like a gate, that you have to like put in a code just to get in. I don't know if they're like allowed to just break it down.
No, they gotta ask permission unless they have
like a warrant. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think for the most part, our guys are okay, dude. I keep telling them though, you better trim this shit good or else. I was like, the other day I was all ice, bro. You ready, bro?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show, guys. Today I have a special episode for you guys. Man, I've been watching this guy's content for a few years now, dude. Honestly, and I actually didn't even know he was from California until I interviewed someone else. But let me get my notes here on some of the stuff this man's been up to. But this man, he is a rapper. He owns Top Notch Taco, owns a clothing brand. My man is Mexican. That's important right now, LA local. Please welcome to the show, my man, D.Goot.
Let's go.
Yeah, D.Goot, man. As I said earlier, Backyard Squabbles, dude. I've been watching that for a number of years, bro. I've seen so many random people that like I've met fight for your promotion, dude.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the whole MMA community, man, is hold on. First of all, I just want to say appreciate you for having me on the pod, brother. That's number one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And yeah. So as far as going to that, meeting so many people that have fought for the yard is like, I feel like we kind of pioneered this whole thing, like when it comes down to the squabbles and, getting it in. We brought it to the backyard at a very young age. I was 19 years old.
Damn, you were 19?
Young and dumb.
That's crazy.
So, man, it's been a big journey, and, I'm glad that we're here now, man. And, I'm in front of your channel, getting ready to get dissected all the way down, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll get into that, dude. So you were 19 when you started Backyard Squabbles. How old are you now?
24.
Damn, you're young, bro. Holy shit, I thought you were like my age, dog. Yeah, you weren't kidding when you said you were like the youngest promoter, bro.
Yeah, nah, dead ass. Yeah, nah. I'm still in my younger 20s. I turned 25 in December.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'm just happy I learned at a young age and was motivated enough to chase something at such a young age. You know what I mean? Like, I think about it every day, and it brought us here, and it's lovely, bro. Honestly, it's lovely.
Yeah. What gave you the inspiration to even start like promoting?
Well, when I was in high school, I used to throw parties, bro. You know, I was kind of like that dude that hosted parties, and you know, like I'll have all the homies come through. You know, all my friends, fam, and yeah, bro, hosted a few parties, and then once COVID came, like everybody kind of just like got scared, went in the house. You know, so I stopped doing the parties, and then that's when it just hit me. You know, the whole idea of just pushing this fighting thing. You know what I mean? And just like everything else that's big starts as an idea. You know what I mean? And after just putting in the work so much and the dedication, it becomes more than that. You know, so yeah, bro.
Did you like already have like were you already clicked into the fight scene? Like did you train or have friends
Nah,
that
honestly,
fought?
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Nah, I wasn't. Like the only fighter I'll ever watch is my cousin Taco Padilla.
Yeah,
You
oh,
know
Padilla,
that?
dude, that was a beast, bro.
Yeah,
That's your
yeah,
cousin?
yeah.
Like
That's my
actual
cousin.
blood cousin?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
dude, I've
yeah.
been trying to get him on the pod. That dude's cool as hell, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
He just
I'll tell him
won
for
his.
sure.
He just won his last UFC
Versus
fight.
Don Herbert.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yep. That was a good
Yeah,
fight,
bro. So that's the only guy I would go watch.
Yeah.
Because that's my cousin. I've been going to his fight since he was a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he went undefeated for a very long time. You know, I think he went like 7 or 8-0 until he got his first L. Don't quote me on this, you know, but it's around 7 or 8 dubs before he got an L, and he was just a young boy, just you know, kind of like I'm gonna get out there and squabble. You know, I'm gonna get out there and you know go on the rampage. You know, now as you see, you know, he's more of an all around fighter. You know, he's like, you know, it's kind of like old Kobe. It's young Kobe and old Kobe. You know, young Kobe was more vicious, and now once he got older, rest in peace, Kobe. He got more technical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just what Taco reminds me of. You know, he reminds me like of a Kobe Bryant. You know, and 3-0 in the league right now, baby. You know.
Yeah, in the
Who
UFC,
next?
in the UFC too. That's a fucking, you know. Every time I see him fight, I'm like, dude, from California, right there, dog. You know,
Yep.
gotta represent. I'm glad he's doing good in UFC and stuff, dude. It's cool to see his name around.
Man,
I haven't met
it's
him.
a blessing.
I haven't gotten the pleasure to meet him in person, but I've spoken online with him. You know, he's cool. You know, you always gotta show support for your people. You know what I mean?
Man,
That's crazy. You're his cousin, though, dude. Small
I've been
world,
to
bro.
every single fight except the UFC ones because their tickets too damn high.
Yeah, bro, dude. Well, I was like,
Ain't it taxing?
yeah. That's why that's why the UFC's been not doing so good, bro. Honestly, I like been thinking about like what's changed the last 10 years. I just think they're charging too much and they're putting on lackluster cards, bro. Honestly,
Yeah. I mean, that shit is bringing in money for Uncle D. You know,
yeah,
so.
sucks.
But like, it's kind of like if it's broke, don't fix it for him. You know, so
Yeah. But yeah, so you didn't like. How did you? Would you just went and you talked to different like people that were down to scrap and you're just like, yo, I'm putting on
for
this
the first event,
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, people kind of already knew me as like putting together, you know, local events. You know, we were young. You know, we not really thinking of it much. We just like we gonna throw another party. You know, and you know it's gonna look like a party, but it's a fighting event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We was young. We didn't know what we was doing. We were just trying to entertain. You know what I mean? And we got that job done because not even like 3 or 4 months later, you know, Vice News, New York Times, LA Times, they all came and you know, they were interested in what we were doing. You know, they was like, what the you know what I mean? And yeah, bro, that's pretty much what I feel like made the difference for us. You know, like I feel like it's kind of like knowing how to run a show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And after the first squab, the first underground squab, like, you know, I just start learning more every time. Yeah, bro. I'm just, like I said, I'm just glad I started it real young and it's still a journey, bro. You know, it's still a journey. You know, you know, it's just like Taco, you know, he inspires me, bro. Like he got into the league when he's 28, 29. You know what I mean? And he's been chasing this since 13 years old.
Yeah.
A lot of people quit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I just man, like I'm really honored to really like witness that with somebody in our family because that's not what we come from. We come from just straight bullshit, straight like, you know, just years and generations of curses and all types of bullshit, bro. So what he's doing is it's kind of like you gotta honor it, you gotta admire it, and you gotta let it motivate you. You know what I mean? So every time I feel like, oh, you know, because I haven't had an event this year. You know what I mean? And my last event was July 20th. And I'm trying to get another one before the year's over.
I'm about to say, that's almost a full year, bro.
Yeah. I'm going to get another one before the year's over, you know, and I just been working on everything else I can handle at once.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, like I said, I kind of relate to that, you know, because it's like, it don't grow in one day. You know what I mean? Like, it take work, it take discipline, it take lessons, you know, so started in 2020 and I'm just like honored to be like, damn, like we made this legit. We've hosted 2 events that's legit.
Yeah.
You know, this is like, nobody our age is doing that. Just start there, you know, but not only that, it's just like starting in 2020, you know, as an idea. Now 2023, which was when my first legit event happened, December 9th, 2023. That's my first legit event. You know, that's 3 years in. You know, now we're in 2025. I've had 2 legit events so far. You know what I mean? So honestly, bro, it's a blessing, bro. And you just got to take the journey through its ups, through its downs, through any course. You gotta accept it for.
Dope. When you say legit, you mean like legal, like you went, you got the paperwork
legit,
done, everything.
went
You
all the
spoke
way
to the city.
legit. Paperwork, insurances, ambulances,
ambulance,
judges, referees,
dude, what?
Everything. Fighters got to be insured, you know. So it's like, that's why when you told me earlier, like, you know, like with my boys over at Friendly Fade Factor, K-Mac, you know, Fight Club Mexico, you know, big ups to them guys. They're really doing their thing, you know. Really reminds me of we was pushing, you know, that we really just pioneered, man. And I'll forever support that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, bro, it's just, honestly, it's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
Blessing.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, I think you kind of definitely like pioneered something different, dude. You know what I mean? And when I look at Friendly Fade Factory and Los Angeles Fight Club Mexico, it reminds me of like the old school Backyard Squabbles. Only Fight Factory is a little different because I feel like that's more like for fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're not actually trying to hurt each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like compared to like I saw some of your guys' old videos and I was like, fuck, bro. I was like,
yeah, that was brutal.
I've seen people get knocked out, and I'm like, damn, bro. Hopefully this one goes to the doctors because that looks serious, bro.
It was, man. Like I said, it was some young shit we was doing, man, and good thing, you know, we learned from our mistakes and got it right, man.
Yeah, I know, but that's what brought the hype, though, bro. Seeing shit like that because other people could, the older people that promote, they couldn't do that because they would get sued, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
exactly.
It's like when you were coming up, it's like you had that leeway to where no one knew who you guys were. You could do this crazy shit, and the repercussions would be a lot less. You know,
exactly. We were young boys, and you know, we didn't really have no education in the fight game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So now I can run a whole legit event, you know, like this. I just need the bread.
Yeah.
You know, like
what do you prefer doing? Do you prefer like the old school stuff you guys are doing, where it's just illegal, just knockouts and all that?
Honestly,
or do you like
I'm gonna be real with you. I love the old shit.
Yeah, they're all right.
Real raw backyard shit, you know. But I love the new shit too because it's just like elevation.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I love both.
Yeah. Do you know you guys can get like ring girls and all that, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah, everything. The whole
get judges
bro.
and shit, bro.
Did
you guys have judges in your last event or not? Or is it just?
It was just not really. No, our last event.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah. Any legit event I have has to have judges, timekeepers.
Yeah,
all the whole shit. Yeah.
That's like, how did you even go about finding judges and all that? You just went on Google or something, or what?
Nah. So pretty much the organization I'm a league to. You know, I pay them and then they bring them.
Oh, that's cool. That makes it easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, that's interesting. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty cool with. I don't know if you know who Dennis Warner is. Have you heard of that guy?
Dennis Warner.
He runs.
He just tried to put on a show, right?
Yeah, for WCK.
What happened to it? It got canceled, right?
No, I didn't get canceled. We had a bunch of fighters fall out, but they still ran it though.
Oh,
So you're talking about the one that was in Saquon, right? In
It was
San Diego.
happening in the 26, no?
26. I got to remember. So he had there's two events he did. He did one in Saquon where a bunch of people fell out. I know Ron Skolzang, who's the main card, his opponent fell out, but they got him a replacement. Mahomo Julio was supposed to fight that card too, but his guy pulled out the week of. But they still run it, bro. They're so big that they have other fighters that they could hit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, Dennis Warner, bro, he's one of the coolest promoters I've met. He's like older cat.
Yeah.
But he's been promoting for like 30 something years. You know, dude, he has the oldest kickboxing event in the entire United States, bro. So there's like
Shout out to that guy, man. You know, like,
bro, it's crazy. I love talking to him and just picking his brain, just hearing like just how he started and how things used to be, bro. Bro, he had a fight that was like in the 90s and it was on like the TV, bro. Like, and it's like, it's like, you know how when there used to be a square and all that and the colors looked all fucked up? Because it's on like a VHS.
Bang on the back of the TV.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I saw a video, bro, and I saw WCK and I was like, wow, that's crazy that Dennis was handling all that. Maybe if you ever have some time, dude, you should chit chat with that guy and see if he could drop some knowledge. You know, you ever go to like so you've never been to any like kickboxing or Muay Thai event?
No, I haven't. I've been to only MMA.
Gotcha.
Up next,
for Chris, right? Yeah.
Up next, you know.
Up next
Spar
is
Star.
Yeah, Spar Star. All right, next WCK event, bro. I'll hit you up, bro. We'll go.
For sure, yeah, I'll be down.
Dennis, bro.
I'll be down for sure.
He's chill, bro. He's nice. I think he'd be down to give you some knowledge, bro. He's a good guy to talk to.
Bro. I would love it, you know, because like you said, he's been in the game for 30 years, right?
Dude, long time, bro.
So I would love to get some game from that, you know, because like I said, I'm a new guy in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it comes to the backyard shit, it's just like, you know, that's where we start from.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's what separates Backyard Squabbles to any other legit league.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like something we built from scratch.
Yeah.
You know, and not too much help with like knowledge of the fight game, not too much help with finances. You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like. We have a story behind our league, and you know, we ain't going nowhere, man. Like that's facts. We ain't going nowhere.
So, you said you want to try to throw one more event before the year ends. Do you have like a date in mind?
Nah, I don't have a date in mind. You know, I couldn't even tell you a date, but I'm just trying to get together, you know, the right sponsors to make sure it happens.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of my questions. Is how do you even get how does that even start? Like, do you have sponsors already that you call, or do you start promoting?
We have current sponsors, you know, but what we feel like is we build BYS to a rooftop that it hit. You know what I mean? Kind of like to where like, all right, man, like we need help at this point. You know what I mean? Like we can't do much with what we got right now. You know what I mean? So I feel like we kind of hit this barrier where like, you know, we're going to have to get into that next level, you know, throwing like real good shows. You know what I mean? Like, you know, have you been to any Up Next fights? Or, yeah. So, you know,
crazy, bro.
The production of their fights, you know, is like, it's next level. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like we want. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, we did the underground shit. We did the, you know, the beginner level of the legit side, but, you know, we want to get to that, like, all right.
That pro level?
Yeah. We want to get to that level where it's like, okay, these guys is really having great production now. You know what I mean? And our production is good now, but it's just like, you know, getting to that next level. You know what I mean? So that's what we're focused on, bro. Like, it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, I think that's what separates a lot of the promotion is like the quality on how the stream is done, for one. That's important, right? Like if you're going to do a live stream, how clear the picture is, you know? And then just like how things feel, you know, when you go into a venue, it's got like that feeling, bro. You feel like you're witnessing something big, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything's nice and clean. Backyard Squabbles is cool, bro, but it's like from the ones I saw, it had just really raw feelings, you know? It wasn't that like professional yet. But I mean, you can get, bro, that professional shit just comes down to money, bro.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? The raw shit is the harder shit to do.
Everything else, we got the sauce to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all we need is the funding.
Yeah, just get a camera crew. I mean,
so
yeah. So how does the monetization work with Backyard Squabbles? Is it just through like your shows? Do you guys charge for tickets and stuff?
we charge for tickets at our events. We have the YouTube going. Shout out to my boy Strictly, Touchdown Films, and Proof. Those guys go crazy on our YouTube, and yeah, man, we're about to keep it rolling this year, and I just hope y'all ready because we're gonna have another event by the end of this year, guaranteed.
Does YouTube ever get weird with the content? Because I know they're kind of like weird with fighting and violence and.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Dude, I get clocked all the time on YouTube just for talking about fighting, bro. If it's like someone goes into an in-depth like conversation on like how a fight went, they like will flag the video, dude. It's pretty whack, bro. But.
Nah, yeah, that's happened to us before too.
Yeah.
It's happened to us on TikTok. It's happened.
I feel like TikTok would be a little bit more strict because it's kind of like more like family. But YouTube is like, I'm like, how the fuck is YouTube taking this shit down, bro? Like, there's so much. Like, this is basically sports, bro. You're gonna tell me we can't talk about sports,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, how'd you link up with Strictly?
Strictly, he actually helped me with my first ever legit event. He filmed for us, so he's been there since our first legit event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's been doing our stuff since. So yeah, he reached out, and we loved his work, man. His work ethic, he's a dog, man. So we definitely was like, let's get Strictly on. He does this thing, and this is before he even started fighting.
Yeah, you told me he used to be like fat and stuff, dude. Was that when he was signing on with you guys or what?
Yeah. He wasn't too fat, but he wasn't fat at that point. I feel like he was fat before he came with us.
Yeah. Yeah, now he's fighting for Kamai Kickboxing.
Yeah,
that's pretty tight, being going from camera guy to now you're the talent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's 2-0.
Yeah, he's 2-0, undefeated right now.
2-0 right now, so yeah, Strictly's been doing his thing, man. I remember us two sparring and shit.
Yeah.
He's good. He's really good, bro. He's really good. And honestly, I'm trying to get some by the end of this year. Hopefully, I can get in shape for it.
Yeah.
I was just at 340.
Damn, 340 is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, 340 is crazy.
I was huge.
Wow.
Right now I'm sitting around 280. So, I'm trying to get like to around 260, 255, and probably just take like an amateur MMA fight, bro. So, hopefully we get to see that this year.
Have you been training for it?
Yeah. I've been training here. I wouldn't say I've been training like Monday through Sunday, but I've been giving it at least like a good 5 days.
Yeah, that's pretty solid right there. 5 days.
Good 5 days, bro. And I train with my cousin, my two cousins, with Taco and his younger brother. His younger brother's actually gonna fight on the 26th, I believe.
Yeah. For up next year.
I think up next, yeah.
Sick.
They're just waiting for the guy to agree. Some wrestling guy, amateur heavyweight fight. So, and this is Taco's younger brother, so
probably similar style.
Yeah. You guys get to see the Padilla bros. He's gonna be in the league soon, man. That guy's been putting in mad work, and he's really like, who I look up to in this fighting thing. Him and Taco, like them the only times I ever came out for an event before I started doing my own events. I wasn't going to no other event. I wasn't watching no other event. Like I just watched them two, because, and I get to learn from them. You know what I mean? So yeah, right now I'm still on this journey of dropping down, and man, I came a long way for sure.
Yeah.
And feel like as I felt myself getting lighter, I felt myself getting better at like, because when I was bigger, I was learning it, but I feel like I'll get tired super fast, and then like my form will get sloppy, my hands will drop. I just look like a whole mess. But now I'm getting sharper, bro. So we'll see what the amateurs got for me.
Yeah, that's why anytime you want to sign up for a fight, they always tell you to lose weight first. You know what I mean? Yeah. People are always like, I want to fight at the weight I walk around at, but
it's like, mandatory, bro.
You gotta lose weight, man. It'll help with your conditioning. It'll help, keep your technique up because you won't get as tired quicker.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dude, right now we have like a bunch of people from my team that are about to fight. We got like 5 people.
I got heavyweights.
No, not heavy. We got one heavyweight. If you ever need a kickboxing sparring partner,
I'll be down.
he's Mexican too, so.
I'll be down for sure.
Dude, this fool, I swear, learned English just in our gym, bro. Because when I first met him, he spoke barely any English. And today I was talking to him, and I was trying to tell him, what was the word I was trying to use? Sweep, I think. I was like, what's the word for sweep in Spanish? And he's like, there's no word. He said it, sweep, like to take down.
Oh. Is there?
I just think there probably is, but you just couldn't think of one at the time.
No, there is.
But he said it back to me in English. He's like, I don't think there's a word. And I was like, damn, but you said it in English, so we're good, bro.
There's a word for it for sure.
But yeah, I think his name's Adrian. Big guy, bro. That guy's crazy, man. The last fight he had with us, I remember that dude didn't want to cut any weight, bro. Like at all.
How much does he win?
He's probably close to 300.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big guy. But he's like probably a little bit taller than me, so. But yeah, he didn't want to cut weight.
Where's your gym at?
It's Santa Ana.
Okay.
We're actually moving. That's the other thing too, bro. We're moving to downtown Santa Ana in a week or two. We'll be on 4th and Main Street. But yeah, check us out, bro. We're gonna have a grand opening and all that.
I bet.
It's tight. It'll be fun.
I'll try to tell my cousin Taco, see if he wants to slide through.
Yeah. There's some.
He just did a seminar out in
I saw him use
Silmar.
Okay. I saw this at the Anime Expo. That looked tight, dude.
Yeah. He got a whole thing going on there, and I'll see you real soon.
He seems cool, bro. So I want to meet him. I'm like, bro, this was into like the same shit I'm into, anime fighting, bro. I was like, it's my boy, bro.
He's really an anime dude. Like he don't just fake the funk. Like, you can ask him anything, he's gonna know. Like, and he's on the podcast. Shout out the Path Podcast. So I'll make sure y'all go check that out. And these guys get on here and pretty much dissect all of the anime. I'm not too much into anime, I'm not even gonna say here I am, but he is.
Yeah.
He really is.
I fuck with anime, bro. Honestly, I think a lot of fighters do. I feel like when you're a kid, most of the people that get into fighting, it's because they watch like Dragon Ball Z or some bullshit, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
and training.
Yeah.
All the
like
training. Is when they keep hitting reps.
Yeah. It's a catalyst for sure, bro. But yeah, dude, he seems like a cool guy, bro.
Solid.
Yeah, he knows a bunch of my friends too.
Yeah, he's actually doing a giveaway on the 19th. He's teamed up with Vans. And they're actually doing a giveaway over 150 shoes.
Damn, that's a lot.
Just back to school giveaway. Backpacks, shoes. So. July 19th, so if y'all watching this, July 19th, pull up, bring your kids. It's in Gardena at the CMMA gym. Pull up.
Let's go, Gardena.
Yep.
So have you been has anyone ever, law enforcement ever contacted you? Because when you were doing Backyard Squabbles back when it was raw? Yeah, back when it was underground?
Yeah, for sure.
They're just like, you got to cut this? Or?
Yeah, you got to cut this out. If you don't, there'll be consequences. So we went the legit route
because of that. I just now put that together right now, bro.
No, for sure. Went the legit way. After that, like it's the way to go. If you build something, the only way to go is up. You don't want to stay in the same spot. Or, you want to just keep striving for more and more and more, and it comes with new fees.
For sure, bro.
Comes with new problems, but yeah.
Tell me about this rap music, man. You said you just got into rapping?
Yeah, just got into rapping a few months ago.
What's the name of the track you've been working on?
So I just actually did 3 songs today. I don't have no names for them. I just named the files, but I usually end up changing the names before I publish them. I just got to keep hearing the song,
cool.
And then I'm like, okay, let me name it this.
Does it trip you out how the recording starts off? So when it's finished, once you finish the edits and all that,
it's a whole different ball game, bro. Because in your head, it sounds fire as when you in there really dropping that shit, and you got an engineer in there doing what he knows how to do. That shit becomes a whole different story.
Yeah,
you just damn, I thought of this shit right here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you my shit.
Yeah, show me. I find I used to work in music back in the day. I was an engineer, and I was there's 2 types of engineers I would come across. Right, there was the one that focused on keeping your sound, and just making it sound better, improving it. And then I would come across engineers that would change it like completely change the sound. And it's not, I wouldn't say one's good or bad, because obviously even if he's changing the sound of it, it's usually going to come out better. It's like he knows the industry, he knows what's up.
Yeah.
But I just, my question for you is just like, do you want the engineer to just do whatever he wants, or do you have an idea and you're like, this is how I want it?
I feel like we both know what idea we going for. You know what I mean? Shout out my boy C2. You know, he's engineered all my tracks. The audio lounge is out in North Hollywood. So if y'all ever need to book a session, I go check out Audio Lounge. C2, my cousin T Groovy. So yeah, y'all go tap in. My team is also a big part on why you know, I'm moving at a fast pace in this whole rapping thing. Yeah, shout out them guys.
Are the guys that are helping you with the rap, are they involved with your other businesses like Backyard Squabbles?
Nah.
Everything's separate?
Yeah, it's separate.
Yeah, you don't have like one homie that helps out with everything, like your best friend or something?
Nah, not really. I feel like so with my businesses, I spread it out. You know, my fam, some business partners that I've been doing business with for a while, like you said. You know, so it is like that, but it's also like, you know, different partners as well.
Yeah, no, I think that's smart. It's you got compartmentalizing things, you know what I mean? When shit separated and different. Yeah. Not a bad idea, you know? Mm-hmm. That way if you get pissed off at, you know, someone, you got to fire him, at least doesn't fuck your other operations, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that would be cooked.
Right?
Hell yeah. You fire him and now you got every like single business is fucked.
They're like, I did need him more than he needed me. Yeah, bro, that's cool, bro. Right now, you know what's interesting is I'm noticing like a correlation between rapping and like fighting right now. You notice how like No Jumper's jumping on that and like all these other like rappers and stuff, you know?
Yeah, it just was hidden, bro. You know, it's just what the people want. They want more fights. They want more music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Entertainment,
like,
bro.
It's just what it is. Entertainment. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. I entertain. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I've been doing that since I was a young bull. Like, when I was throwing the parties, I was entertaining. I was trying to make sure like people had a great time that night. You know, like bring the hottest females out, bring the baddest females out. You know what I mean? And have a good time. You know, like have a safe, good time. Like I feel like when people go to a space where they feel like they're safe and they feel like okay, like this is a fun time. You know, they always want to come back. You know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out to all the promoters out there doing their thing, man. Keep doing it. Keep leveling up.
It's hard, dude. It's hard for sure. Yeah, dude, you saw how K-Mac got, or not K-Mac, what's his, in 4 Extra? Got his hand blown off?
Yeah, I seen that. Dude, I seen that.
That looked fucked up, dude.
Yeah, the fireworks. Yeah, I don't really do too much with the fireworks, but did have a Roman candle fight with my brother.
Yeah, those are a little bit safer though.
Yeah, those are a little safer. I wouldn't hold no dynamite or no M80, M1000 in my hand, like, and then throw it, like.
Nah, bro, what are you doing, dog? This is all bad ideas.
It's like holding on to a grenade, damn near.
Nah, it's basically what it is, bro.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, but hopefully, you know, it's a speedy recovery for that guy. You know, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. You know, like,
I don't know if there's, you know, I mean, there's recovery, but I don't think it's gonna be the same, bro. I saw it bandaged up. It looked like he's missing like these 2 fingers now.
Possible, bro.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right, though.
Possible.
You can live your life with just 2 bottom fingers. I mean, I think I'd rather have it the other way. But
I feel like he still knocks some shit out, honestly.
I'm pretty. From what it seems like, I
feel like he still knocks some shit out. He had 2 fingers on one of his hands.
Yeah.
You know, like you hitting with your knuckle, you ain't hitting with your fingers.
That's what people were saying. They're like, damn, if he blew off the nerves on his hand, then at least if he's like hitting someone, he won't feel.
Use it at damn near like
just
a
clubbing with it. I mean, yeah. Nah, dude, kids fucking don't fucking fireworks, bro. Honestly, like, I mean, fireworks are cool. I get it, but just be smart about it, man. Don't be lighting off M80s in your hand and throwing them at. This fool is like trying to throw them in a car or something.
I don't even know, bro. I didn't really dig too much into it, but I do hope you good, man. Speedy recovery to you.
We're extra bad. I don't know you or anything, but hopefully everything's all right. I think we'll be all right, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
You're just gonna be missing some fingers. You know what I mean? Dude, so this taco thing, your taco catering business, how long have you been doing that for?
About 3 years now. but I was actually working for a catering company and on the weekends, you know, when I'll be out of school. So on the weekends, like you know, I worked my regular job while I was at school my senior year. And I'll do taco events on the weekend. And yeah, bro, I pretty much learned all the sauce when I was working for them. And then once I hit like 21, 22, started my own company. I'm going good, bro. I'm going super good.
What school did you go to?
Lawndale High School.
Lawndale High School. That's in
Yeah,
Glendora.
yeah. No, I said Lawndale, city of Lawndale.
Lawndale. I don't even think I heard of Lawndale. What's it like over there?
Better than better than the areas I was raised in and shit like that. I was always getting in trouble. Like moved to Lawndale, live with my mom and shit, but I was raised with my granny in Inglewood. And I was always getting in trouble and getting in fights in school, getting packed out, shit like that. And I went to Centinela Elementary actually in Inglewood. And once I hit like fourth grade, moved over to Lawndale with my mom, started going to schools over there. But it was cool. It was cool, honestly. Cool, bro. I've lived everywhere, honestly, though. Lawndale, Gardena. I lived in Inglewood. I lived in San Pedro. Like I said, we don't come from too much, man. So we was, house to house to house. Sometimes at my auntie, sometimes at my mom, sometimes at my grandma's. Like it was tough for us, And that's what I was telling you earlier. Like the taco doing is something new. He started a new thing, and yeah, man. Can't wait till he's a champ.
Hey man, the way he's working, he's getting there, bro. Honestly, it's a tough division too. So for the fact that he's
Real tough division.
Undefeated,
You're gonna have to see Ilya.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Ilya gonna have to see Taco.
Yeah, one day, bro. So. Maybe next year. Who knows, bro? Maybe even sooner. Ilya might wipe through the whole top 10 list, and they're just like, "Who's next?"
Who's next?
Chris is like, "I'm here, bro." You know what I mean? Yeah.
He'll be ready to take it.
Yeah. So. Was growing up with your family? Was your family like conservative? Are they like super strict?
Yeah, my mom was for sure. My mom was hella strict. My granny, she wasn't too strict. She let me do what I want. But my mom, she was hella strict, bro. It's kind of good that I moved in with my mom because she was stupid strict. And yeah. But other than that, like my granny was cool. Like granny give me anything I want, bro.
Spoiled you.
My granny for sure, like as much as she could, because my granny is an immigrant as well. She's from Mexico, so she didn't really have no job, bro. Like, I remember when I was younger, I was maybe like 4 years old. Like, I'll go and pick up recycled cardboard with my grandparents. That's what they did to make money. You know what I mean? And I just remember, like, after school, all my homies is talking about they getting ready to go home, play the video game and shit. And I was like, I gotta clock in.
Yeah, time for work.
You know what I mean? I'll be pissed off breaking these boxes, but I'm glad, bro. My grandpa, rest in peace. I'm really glad that he installed that into me when I was real young, because now I got that engine. You know what I mean? And you can see it now. You know what I mean? With everything I'm doing. So it was a blessing and a curse. When I was younger, I thought it was a curse, but now I see it as a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, having living life on hard mode, bro, it teaches you how to adapt, and how to play hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, 4-year-old's not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be back at the crib, eating,
playing games,
drinking chocolate milk, and fucking watching TV, watching Nickelodeon.
Yeah, for
instead I was out there working, and glad for it, bro. Glad for it, like.
Yeah, you probably be addicted like fentanyl, you know what I'm saying?
I'm glad for it, man. So.
Yeah, nah, dude, I feel you, bro. My mom was a single mother, bro, super strict, bro. She got no child support, none of that. Yeah. But it's cool, bro. Honestly, like, I think it's cool because it's like not having everything makes you really appreciate having something, bro. You know what I mean?
For real. And then they make you work harder for more.
I think poor people are happier than rich people, bro. Honestly, bro.
Nah, for real. I hear that a lot.
Poor, bro,
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
It's a balance, That's what I think it comes down to. Life has a way of working itself out, bro. You know what I mean?
I hear that a lot, man. But I feel like it's on how you view this whole thing.
It's a perspective for sure, bro. That's what you
that's
gain.
all it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Hopefully, one day I make it though, and I'll be able to have that poor mentality, but with that rich wallet. You know what I mean?
You got it, gang.
You know what I mean?
I believe
That's the
in
best type of human right there, bro.
I believe in you. I believe in you, gang.
Yeah, bro. We were speaking earlier about the ice raids, man, because LA's been getting Orange County hasn't been as bad, bro. But dude, LA's been crazy, dude.
Yeah.
You ever have you seen someone? Have you seen like a raid go down in person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually driving by this Northgate.
Oh god, not the Northgate, bro.
Yeah, bro. And they kind of were just parked up right there, and they had all the Marines out with their machine guns and shit.
Dude.
Like, that's just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't even got much to say on that bullshit. You already know it's ice. You know, fuck anybody that stand on that, really. I was talking to one of my coworkers about that, and he was like, you know what? Like, a lot of people out here are dumb because, like, in my country, like, if that type of shit is happening, it's going to be a revolution.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's easier said than done, but it's, you know, it's harder not done at all. Cause, you know, we sitting here just taking it, watching it, and got to endure it until whenever the fuck they get ready to be over it. You know what I mean? So that type of shit is disgusting, bro. And
I don't think we're united enough to start a revolution. You know what I mean? Because this is only affect.
No, that's what I'm saying. No. We too divided.
We need something that's gonna.
We too damn divided. We too damn divided. You know what I mean? And that's what sucks.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, this is just what my coworker was telling me. He was like, "Man, back in my country, like if this happens, it'll be a revolution." You know what I mean? And
we just gotta wait for that one event that's gonna unite everybody. I mean,
yeah, bro. That I don't want to get too deep into that. You know. But
I'm curious to speak to Ice Agent. I want to know what their perspective is on the situation. Like, are they just clocking in as a job? Like, it's just my job, bro. Like, I don't support any of it, you know, but I got to feed my family, you know?
I feel like
there's got to be some that are doing it because it's just their job, you know?
Bro. I feel like...
You feel like they all want to do it? Like, they're all like...
Yeah, because the way they so dedicated to that shit, like, the videos I see, they be dedicated, bro. Like, they'll chase them up down,
dude. Yeah,
they'll start packing him out.
I seen some full
like, bro. Like, you don't have to pack this dude out. It's for y'all.
Yeah,
all you got to do is chase him down, pin him down, and handcuff him, get him up, put him in the car, whatever the fuck you got to do.
Yeah.
Instead, they throwing him on the ground, start punching on him,
up, bro.
Shooting him with tear gas, and shooting them with rubber bullets. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. I saw a video of one that happened in I was at Home Depot in Santa Ana, dude, but there was like a dude running and the cop just full on like double legged him, dude. Just
bro, this lady got
his
fucking
face
hit
into the
by
concrete,
a horse.
Bro. Oh, what? By a horse?
Big ass horse.
What the fuck?
There was an agent on the horse. Boom, sticked her with the horse, and
Damn.
she's an older lady too.
That's crazy, dude. I saw that cop that shot the fucking reporter, bro. You saw with the fucking rubber bullet. She's like doing her story, bro, and the cop. I don't know if he meant to shoot her or if he just went off, but he shoots her in the leg,
caught
bro.
in the crossfire.
Oh, dude, I was like, bro, it's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. I mean, they're still out here, bro. I don't know how long they're planning on being out here, but I don't think they're leaving anytime soon. It seems like they're planning on being here for like at least another couple weeks, you know.
Yeah, they'll be out of here once they feel like they
got enough or something. So I think there's a number they're trying to get to. I'm assuming, you know, it'd be like that, man. I mean, it's happened, bro. Like, America is known to have situations where they kind of freak out on a certain ethnic group. You have the blacks, the Japanese, and Mexicans right now, you know. You know what's an interesting story, bro, is the whole reason that marijuana is illegal. It was because of basically the U.S., how they wanted to create laws against Mexico. They're trying to like basically make people go against Mexico. So they're basically saying that marijuana was like a drug that was coming over by the like gangs, and it was getting white women high so that they could sleep with black and Mexican men. You know, I'm not even joking. This was an actual thing the government was like putting out telling people. You know, marijuana was actually like it was a cigarette company from Mexico.
I didn't want to try something different.
They just were trying to like move down, bro, and that's what created the law. Then that's how we started.
I'm talking about because you said that they was getting accused of getting white girls high.
Yeah, to fucking minorities and shit. Yeah, that was the. Nah, if they're fucking the minorities, because they're already gonna do exactly, bro.
They already want that.
You're curious, bro.
They already want that.
Yeah.
They don't need this shit
Nah.
It already,
But
just the whole thought of it, just.
Oh, but think of society, bro. So if you're a person and someone's telling you that this drug is making like a white lady sleep with blacks or Mexicans, and that makes you upset now, just think of the place we're at. You know what I mean? At that time, like if that's what how the average citizen is going to react to that, it's like, oh, we need to make laws against this, right? Anyways, it's interesting. But yeah, so then William Randall Hershey did that. History history will repeat itself. Yeah, there's yeah, with the goats and that was a real thing, bro. That was a real test they did, bro.
That shit is hilarious, bro. That shit just reminds me of that. It reminds me of Pineapple Express. It's like,
that was what
the whole movie is hilarious.
Yeah, but that was like that was low key kind of serious. People really thought like that, man. Isn't it weird to look at like, damn, people were ignorant, but then think about what people are gonna say about us in 20 years,
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Gotta be open minded, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta all these different races. I mean, because you never know.
Shit.
You got any kids or anything, bro?
Nah, I don't got no kids.
You married? Got a shake?
Nah, I'm not married. I just got a ball.
Yeah.
I got a ball that I dribble.
Now that's I mean, usually traditionally Mexican dudes. I mean, I don't know about out here, but my family in Mexico, they get married young, bro. Have kids young.
Oh, you have kids?
No, I don't have kids, bro. I'm Americanized as bro. We don't do that shit so we're older.
I want to have kids, though. I just want my bag first.
Nah, that's smart, bro.
Like I want to have 4 kids. I want to have 6.
Damn.
Like I just need a bigger bag.
Yeah.
Like when I get that bag, I want to get. I'll have as many kids as possible. Like I want to make sure I leave my seed on this earth. Like roaming around. Like.
Fuck yeah.
And then I want them to do the same thing. Like keep this shit alive. Like, like because we starting something new. You know what I mean? Like we just now getting started with like this type of control and stability. Because like I said, before us, before me, before Taco, before everybody before us was, it's just straight like I said before, generational curses and drugs, just government bread and shit like that. We the pioneers of some new shit, and I feel like if we could teach the youth like that, we'll have a whole new like tree. We'll have a whole new tree that's more ripe. Our tree would be way more ripe because like before us, our tree was like dead. Our tree was real dead, but we trying to get it ripe. We trying to get it to have all the flowers and.
No, I was actually thinking about something similar to that, dude. Like I was talking to one of my homies, right? My homie, he's a little bit younger than me. He's probably around your age, and he's like, "Man, it was like life sucks. It's all about just working, pay bills." He's all like, he's like, all I do on my free time is train. I don't have time to do anything or have fun. And
he better go do that.
Right. But he came from
whatever he think that is, because a lot of people see like training as day fun.
Yeah, I think that's how I see it.
Exactly.
But it's also, I feel like something that's necessary because I feel like it is also a responsibility. You need to do some type of activity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
exactly.
he came from my homie's from, I think he's from Iraq, right? So he came out here for school, I think. But anyways, I just was like, bro, but like think about it, dude. I was like, if you would have stayed in Iraq, bro, you would have just been working 24/7. You wouldn't have had time to come train or anything. You know what I mean? Or you wouldn't have time to decide if you want to go hang out with a chick or something. You know what I mean?
You missing the good part about it, man. Like
my perspective is just like, bro, your parents bringing you here, that was already a level up, bro. Yeah. So now it's your job to level to the next spot. To go up again.
Yeah.
So I was like,
that takes every shift.
Yeah.
That takes every single shift. The night, the morning, the overnight. It literally takes every single shift. That's what a lot of people like fail to get.
It's a mindset, bro. Yeah. You gotta be committed and dedicated.
It's like, if you want to be a boss, bro, it's like, I want to be a boss because it's like, I want to have more off days or I want to pick my schedule. It's no picking schedule. Like, you got to work every single day in every shift. Like, until you get it there. And then that comes. Mm-hmm. Then those fruits come. You know what I mean? Like, that shit ain't automatic.
I know, dude. I feel like a lot of people also is like they want success for having success. You know what I mean? Versus it's like I want to be successful in an avenue that I like. I'm not trying to just find success in whatever because I want to be like I'm just to say I'm a boss of something. You know what I mean? Like this is something I'm going to commit myself to, and I'm going to become good at it. And I'm either gonna get paid for it or I'm gonna do it for free, you know. But either way, this is what I'm deciding to do.
I'm loving to do here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it takes, bro.
Purpose, bro.
That's what it takes right there.
Yeah. That's the mindset, baby.
Got to, bro. That's how Taco got to the league, you know?
Dude.
That's a long journey. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he did not give up. And, you know, now he's heading towards the shit, you know? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Highest level in the league, baby.
I know. Isn't that crazy seeing your cousin right there on TV?
Man, it feels different. I can't even explain the feeling. Like, it's like unreal, bro.
Yeah.
Like unreal, you know, seeing Cuzzo walk out with the flag.
Yeah.
You know, and then it just goes back to when I was just a little kid, like, you know, seeing them beat grown ass men up in the native reserve lands.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's
illegal fights and shit.
Yeah,
Those
look
are
up
so
Chris
tight,
Taco
bro.
Padilla XFL fights. That's when he was a young buck, but he was on the thrash, bro. He was just like on the rampage.
Yeah.
He was taking people out, you know, and I always knew like he had it in him, you know, like that's why I went to every single event, bro, since I was young to first UFC fight. I've been at every single one.
Do you ever, like, when you see him get hit hard, does it ever kind of like hurt you? Like,
nah, because I know he a dog.
Dude, every time I see my homies, like someone that I like care about, you know, and I see him get like rocked, bro, I feel it, bro. Like I'm getting rocked, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
you know,
shit.
you definitely like, okay, you know, but it's just that I know what type of guy he is. You know, like I know he's a guy that's like is gonna get hit. He's gonna be like, okay, I got hit, that hurt. All right, now let me register my next move to get it going.
Yeah.
You know, because when Jai Herbert split his eye open, I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't know if I think I remember that one.
Jai Herbert.
He came back?
So it was the third round.
Yeah.
Jai Herbert splits him open at the end of the third round. And, okay, there's blood literally pouring down his eyeball. There's a picture he has posted on his Instagram. His whole eye is literally shut with blood. And you can see, like, the print of his eyeball.
Yeah.
It looks crazy. It looks down there like a fucking anime picture.
Yeah.
Right? And he's just looking with his eye wide open, still looking at Jai Herbert. You know, locked in. You know what I mean? A lot of times you get hit with something like that. A lot of dudes in the UFC is gonna panic. They're gonna see blood and be like, "Oh, it's over." You know, he didn't though. Go back to the footage. As soon as he split him open, Taco rocked him with an elbow, almost put him out. Yeah. Taco literally almost put him out right after he got his eye split open. You know, so to answer that question, like I don't be like feeling it like when he get hit, because you know it's a fight, you're gonna get hit. But I know Taco's a dog, bro. He ain't showed anything different from that, you know. So yeah, man.
Yeah, there you go. All right, DJ or D-Goot. I kept thinking it's DJ Oot earlier. That's why I kind of stuck. D-Goot, bro. I mean, anything you want to add? Anything coming up, man? Singles?
Man, go check me out on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, D-Goot, DGOOT. I make fire music. I host fire MMA events. I do it all, man. Book top-notch tacos for your next catering. You know, and shout out my boy Mo. Really appreciate the love, man. And I'll see y'all at the taco giveaway July 19th. Yeah, let's do it. Appreciate it.
Taco giveaway July, and you said 19th, right?
July 19th.
July 19th. Backyard Squabbles. He's planning another event soon. When we get the dates, I will post it. I'll put links to in the bio of this episode for his music and all that other stuff you could find him at. But yeah, next Backyard Squabble event, I'll probably be there. So I'll let you guys know if you guys want to pull up. It'll be tight. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye. Thanks, bro.
Oh, yeah.